I'm going in and doing a move up on this Jessica. So what we're doing is we're taking the bottom left, and how you figure out which is the bottom left is usually the color as well as the line at the bottom. As you can see, this is really straight, and I'll show you the top left. It has a lot more layering in it, so you're gonna have a lot of ups and downs in the cut. The color is usually darker because it's going on the bottom. And then the weft is usually shorter, it just depends on the person. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place the middle back here, and I'm gonna go around to both sides. And then I'm gonna place a pen where it falls. So just still making sure it's even, but we have that coverage here, but we also have the coverage here. So we don't wanna see it through the front, but we also wanna make sure that she's getting a lot of coverage coming down. So come to the other side, Rachel. So same thing on this side. We have the pin there that I just put. It's gonna be even with that. So when you go in and bead, you know exactly where to begin and stop your beads to make sure that it fits correctly. So as you can see, with Jessica's hair, it's shorter. It's right past the shoulder, so it's a good length for NDR. We've actually did her first install like in 12 weeks. She's had about an inch growth, it looks like. And I'm going and dipping down here so that she gets really good coverage and doesn't have a big chunk of hair that she has to hide right here. We want the least amount of hair right on these corners as possible so that she doesn't have to really struggle with styling. Sometimes this piece is gonna, you know, creep out a little bit when her long hair is coming down. Still gonna have to blend it, but it's not so thick. So just a real thin base, still coverage, but thinner. Perfect. So guys, I have made Jessica's top row. So with shorter hair like this, when you're only doing 2 rows, you want to make sure that you get as high up as possible so that you get that really smooth blend. The less amount of hair you have on top, the better your blend is going to be. We're hiding all this thicker, shorter hair in between the wefts. We're giving that smooth transition. This is the top row, so you can see it's lighter. That's usually an indicator, and like I was saying earlier, the bottoms are real shattered, so you don't have that real straight line. You have the layering look. So what I'm gonna do again is I'm gonna place around, check my placement, make sure everything's gonna look good, blend well with the front, give her good coverage in the front, and also be hidden if she decides to pull her hair back. So making sure that we're going in, there's no way to see the bead or the end of the weft there. Same on this side. Usually on the lighter side, so her part is pretty deep, it's pretty heavy on this side and lighter on this side. You want to make sure that you're not getting into like a spot that has less hair. So we want our bead to fall right about there. I didn't show you guys is I find the top of my weft. The way you can find the top is where the string is glued. So you'll be able to tell that that is the top portion of your weft. So you want to go in and you're going to go to your first bead. And you're going to measure all the way around and say, okay, so this is the last bead that I did. I know that I need to go all the way around to where my pin is. I know that that's exactly where it needs to go. So I always do that so I'm not going too far or too short of my last bead. Okay, so as you can see, the only difference in a new install and a move up is the way that I am putting it on and then clipping. So I still have a lot of clips. I'm not shy about clipping because I want it to stay in position. I just don't have a lot of clips going this way. And as I stitch, I'll move a clip down. Oh, sorry, Jessica. And I'll put it right there so that this holds real tight right there where I'm stitching.